I wasn't prepared for this. Hello, welcome to another edition of Inside the Lanes. Today we are going to be working on spare shooting and showing you our techniques and on how we do it, one-handed style and two-handed style.
So basically, there's three options in shooting a spare, right?
Oh yeah.
So you can either take the single ball that you have that is your first shot ball, and you can flatten your hand out, shoot at your spare. You could buy just a regular plastic, we call them spare balls, but they're plastic balls. They're just, I don't want to say cheaper, because they're not lower quality. They're just, there's no core, there's no cover. It's just a plastic ball. And your third option is you could just not hit your spares.
Yeah.
Stick around and we'll show you how we approach shooting our spares. Christian, we just set up some pins at our local bowling alley to shoot at spares. What pin did you set up first?
Put the 7-pin right now.
Now, when you throw at the 7-pin, do you hook it or throw straight?
I kind of try to do a hybrid of both. Try to play straight at it with a little bit of hook at the end.
All right, let's see how you do that.
All right, so I'm stand as far right as I can. Kind of play it more towards the 7-pin. Add a little bit of hook at the end. Kind of like that.
Now for one-handers, what I typically do to shoot at my 7 pins is I don't take my strongest ball, but I also don't take my weakest ball. So I take my benchmark ball and I'll look at the second arrow. And as long as we're on a league shot, that's pretty much what I do it, but I do slow my ball speed down a little bit. Now, for one-handers, another option you can do is you can throw a plastic ball the exact same way you would at your 10, except you just reverse it. You swap it. You flip it. So I'm going to throw just a Columbia white dot right here, and I'm going to throw it at the 7-pin. And that's that. For two-handed, you would do a similar thing. I'll let Christian explain to you what he's doing.
Pretty much what I would do is the same concept as what Shawn explained, is just try to play it as straight to the 7-pin as possible. But I'll throw my ebonite plastic ball, try to show a good example of it.
All right, guys, so what I have here is the Hammer Pure Envy, and I'm gonna explain my hand positioning when I'm trying to throw the ball straight. Now, I'm one of the type of bowlers that I've never been able to throw the ball straight. It's something that I've been working on for like, what, the last 4 months, 5 months? So I have a natural reaction to bring my fingers and my hand on the side of the ball to make it hook. And I'm working on keeping my hand behind the ball and push through and then hook. But one of the things that I've recently learned by some other bowlers is typically, instead of going hand position here with the strong V, I'm spreading everything, and it keeps the weight of the ball even and distributed for me. And when I'm going to release, instead of trying to hook it, I'm literally just keeping my hand here and pushing the ball. Instead of trying to rip through it, I'm literally just pushing the ball down the lane with the palm of my hand. That ball may not be strong enough to go down the gutter. But I'll get my plastic ball and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about.
All right, so generally with two-handed, to play it more straighter, it's all the same concepts, except like whenever I go to do mine, I keep my wrist kind of at a broken angle. And as I'm going through, I push it more and just let it fall off my hand as I'm pushing. And it'll delete some of that hook to it, and you can play it more straighter.
So what we're gonna do now is show you how to pick up the most hated pin for right-hand bowler.
Pesky 10 pin.
So Christian's gonna go first to explain what he's doing for the two-handers, and then I will go second to show what I do for the one-handers.
Okay, so pretty much for two-handed, you want to use kind of the same little technique that you use for shooting straight at your 7 pins, but just a whole different side of the whole lane. Most two-handed bowlers want to throw a backup ball to it, but there's so many inconsistencies with throwing a backup ball, and it puts more wear and tear on your wrist, or it does to my wrist specifically. So what I like to do is throw it more straight at the 10 pin. So what I generally like to do is stand kind of closer to the second dot on the left side, and whenever I go to aim, I want to aim in between the 4th and 3rd arrow on the right, but more towards the 3rd arrow.
So for one-handed conventional bowlers, shooting at the 10 pin is probably the most hated thing to do. So I'm gonna show you 2 different ways that I do it. I stand in the same spot, but I'm gonna throw my spare ball right now, which is just a normal plastic ball. And I'm gonna aim for the middle arrow, but I'm gonna throw it like I would throw a hook ball. It's just because this ball is designed not to hook, I throw it directly at the 10 pin. Now the next way I'm gonna show you guys, there are bowlers out there that say, you only need 1 ball. If you can't throw the ball straight, you shouldn't be bowling. Well, I'm gonna throw my Hammer Pure Envy down there straight and pick up the 10 pin. So those are the 2 most hated pins to shoot at for right-handers and left-handers. I've gotten so used to shooting at the 10 pin because I leave so many wrap 10s that it's honestly become a habit. But I did, in the beginning, I did struggle, like we talked about earlier, is keeping my hand straight. But I just took one of my strongest balls that I currently have, threw it straight, hit the 10 pin. Right. The key to for one-handers is, again, I kind of push it like, it's like a little,
yeah.
You know, I don't know about two-handers.
Pretty much try to push it and not get your hand over the ball at all.
Same thing, just,
Yeah, same concept, just an extra hand added to the ball.
We're gonna talk about a couple other spares before we close the video, but again, I wanna welcome Mr. Christian Anderson to Inside the Lanes as an official permanent partner.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Christian.
Excited for it. Okay, so typically for this little pickup, the bucket, I'll kind of use the same concept that I would for my 7 pin, but I'll move my feet a little bit more to the left. Just try to speed up my ball speed pretty much.
So for all my conventional one-handers out there that are struggling to pick these up, again, I will do it twice for you guys. I will do it with a hook for house bowlers, and then we can do it straight. So when I'm hooking at it on a house shot, I'm literally throwing it the same way that I would throw it at my 7 pin, the exact same way. So for the second time, I'm gonna throw just a plastic ball, and I moved all the way to the right. My left foot is gonna be on the 3rd dot, 3rd arrow. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to throw it up the 2nd arrow, just at an angle towards the left though. Well, there you guys have it. That's how we shoot at our most difficult spares. I hope that helps. We gave you guys a few little tips and tricks and pointers. We're gonna close the video with me and Christian shooting at random spares. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.